Hey Taurus Collective, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. I hope you all are doing amazing. Let's pull some cards, see what we need to hear. We are going to be looking at the good stuff coming to you in the month of September. All right, now, if we get any problematic sounding cards, we are going to flip them into positive because guess what? We have the right to do that. So we're going to start with your love life. Good news coming in your love life the month of September. Month of September. Good news in love for Taurus. What you got here? You have in love, the greatest strength lies not in force, but in the gentle understanding that allows two hearts to connect on the deepest level. I feel like you and your person, if you're connected, or maybe this is a person you are attracting in the month of September, are allowing each other the space to be individuals, but at the same time, that's bringing you two closer together. I'm not going to go into a soliloquy. I will just say that this is absolutely true. You know, people, your magnetism, your auric field, the desire for people to be with you does truly stem from you loving yourself, you being an individual, you knowing how to give yourself all of the things that you want them to give you and vice versa. That makes you really attractive. When people know that you really don't need them, but you're choosing. It's so funny. I was just coming home from dropping my kids off at school and I thought about something my ex said to me, and I'll just keep this brief. He was like, I don't need you. I want you. And when he said it, I was like, who are you talking to? But as I matured and look back on that, that's what you want someone to do. You want them to want you, not need you, right? So he was basically saying there's no codependency here. I have my life, you have your life. I'm choosing you. I feel like that's what you and your person are doing in the month of September. You and someone here that you love very much, you're choosing each other. But at the same time, allowing each other space to be individuals. The interdependence we always talk about. So let's pull some tarot and see what Spirit wants to say about that. When it comes to love for Taurus, you got the Knight of Cups. See, somebody could be really romancing you. This is like somebody in their feelings. The Knight of Cups is chivalrous. He is someone who loves to wine and dine you, fly you out, treat you like a queen, treat you like a king. So this is somebody who is definitely showing up for you in the month of September with their cup of love, okay? Action oriented, putting it in motion. This is emotions in motion, all right? For some of you, this could be simply dating. Others of you, this could be a proposal. The Knight of Cups does represent a proposal. Or maybe you recently got engaged, or maybe you were already engaged or something. But I see you and your person being very lovey-dovey. And a big part of it is maybe missing each other and needing to reconnect because you have been spending time apart. Maybe you're at a distance, something like this, because this can be travel. You could even be going on a romantic, I'm going to say vacation. Not a vocation, but a vacation. You could be dealing with a water sign. The Knight of Cups. Wow. And the Knight of Pentacles. We got two knights here. You could be traveling with your person. And the Queen of Wands. Yeah, your magnetism, your aura. Like I said, this is autonomy and agency. It's the fact that you and the Ace of Swords. Whoa. I feel like you and your person, communication is increasing. Maybe a lot of flirtatious communication between you and they. All right, so this could be a Libra, Aquarius, a Gemini. We have Aries, Mars. We got Pisces here. And we have Virgo, Venus as well. Some of you, your person could be spending money on you this month, treating you to something this month. Yeah, very well could be. This is Virgo season. We are in Virgo season. I feel like this person wants to be intimate with you. Okay, maybe it's been a while because this is definitely slow energy. But I look at it as also somebody taking their time with you, taking their time physically with you. Some of you are dating somebody, and I feel like they're like a perfect gentleman, a really ladylike woman, somebody who really knows that they want to be with you. But I do feel like there's going to be room for growth if this is new. Some of you are 20 to 35 years old, and that could be what it is. These are people in the prime of their lives. So you could be attracting maybe a younger person, depending on your age, or not. It doesn't have to be, but this is a stable offer. The Knight of Pentacles is someone with sincere feelings and long-term intentions. This could be a person who's been moving really slowly with you. They could be really opening up in the month of September. Yeah, I definitely feel like your magnetism, because she is magnetism. Your magnetism, your beauty, your sex appeal, your all of that good stuff about yourself, your confidence is making somebody open up here. Somebody wants to have a conversation. Like I said, some of you are getting a proposal. If not, this may be somebody wanting to take it to the next level. Like commit to you if you haven't been committed, because I do see a slow moving person here. Yeah, you got the Empress was stuck to the table. Interesting. And then you have the Seven of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. We're going to do this again today, huh? I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles is Taurus energy, May 11th through May 20th. This could be a 7-year relationship or cycle or age difference or whatever. But the Seven of Pentacles is about growth. It is patience. Good things come to those who wait. And like I said, this is slow and steady wins the race. So for some of you, this could be somebody really opening up to you with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups here in a romantic way, which may be unlike them. All right, this might be a really pragmatic person, a person that you can't read. They got a poker face, all of that good stuff. The Seven of Pentacles does talk about going from friends to lovers. It is a card that represents a person who's slowly wanting to, make the effort with you. Definitely a person that I feel like some of you are like, when is this person going to step up? When are they going to open up? They are in the month of September. Look at this. I said open up, and look how she's opening up his mouth. Wow. Okay, so you got Leo energy here. You got the Nine of Cups. I see you being romance. The Nine of Cups talks about somebody pampering you, possibly enjoying you. This is also like a good sense of humor, laughter, fun. This is a comedian. Something like that. Yeah, you're going on a date. You're going to be dating. You're going to be with somebody that I feel like is going to have you on a high and vice versa. So you got Cancer, Venus energy, Pisces, Jupiter. You got Leo, and you got Taurus, Saturn. Wow. I do feel like some of you are maybe newly dating, or you haven't. This might resonate a lot for those of you who haven't gotten your person to open up, because the Strength card is here. Look at the Empress. This is the Empress opening the lion's mouth here. And the Empress was at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like maybe a lot of gift giving, pulling out the chair for you, opening the doors for you, buying you things, taking you places in the month of September. Let's see what's going on. Let's get a message from your guides. Message from your guides, Taurus. So like I said, some of you, if you're single, this could be a new person coming in. Because the Knight of Cups is your ideal person. And it does represent dating, although it can be also a proposal. It's usually a romantic gesture or offer being made to you. Your angels want you to know, your guides want you to know that you have free will. It says, get out of your cocoon. So in some way that you've been feeling stuck or trapped in the month of September, you're going to realize that there's really nothing holding you back except your unwillingness to come out of a comfort zone. So you're going to be stepping outside of that comfort zone. Some of you are coming out of your shell. Maybe it's opening up to love again. With this Queen of Wands here, is giving me that you're giving off very larger than life energy in the month of September. And that Queen of Wands energy has been showing up for Taurus for the better part of like a year and a half now. So I definitely feel like, she does represent dark feminine energy. We talk about it all the time. She is someone who doesn't need anyone. Okay. And like I said, I think I've been telling y'all this, that's drawing someone to you. This Ace of Swords is somebody opening up, being very clear with you, communicating clearly what they want, or realizing, getting that epiphany, that aha moment that, okay, Taurus might be the one that I need to be with. So I feel like this person is seeing something very clearly. And a big part of that is you really not needing them, being a bit detached. And what I'm learning about detachment, because I've been looking at a lot of stuff about detachment, for me, it's not about love, but just in other areas of my life. And detachment is truly, the Ace of Swords can be breaking free. It can be detachment. But it's also clarity of mind, communication, so forth and so on. When it comes to detachment, the air signs are known to be pretty detached, right? And people see it as a negative. But detachment just means that you're not trying to micromanage the outcome of a situation or how something is working between you and another person, or you and your desire. You just know that it's yours, and It is what it is. You don't feel like you need to have a timeline. I know this just from doing personal readings, and this is not a shot at anybody because I completely understand it because I'm this way too, which is why I've been looking at stuff about detachment. But we want the things that we want when we want them. And sometimes it doesn't play out that way. And it's not because it's a timing thing as much as it's an alignment thing. And the alignment really is about just understanding, like, I'm made for this. And once you truly embody that, the thing shows up and is magnetized to you. Like I said, for some of you with a partnership, there is someone very drawn to you in the month of September because you have been detached. Detached, not in the sense of being cold and aloof and angry and bitter and, giving somebody the cold shoulder. I don't mean that, even though for some of you it could be that. I really do mean, though, when you get to a point where you don't need it anymore because you're giving it to yourself. So I do feel like this month is going to find you facing some element, some shadow aspect of yourself, and you're going to be coming out of the shadows. What's at the bottom of the deck? Bottom of the deck, you have dietary change. So you're going to be making a change to your diet, and if not, you may need to. It says improve your diet and your life will also improve. I do believe that our food, what we intake, whether verbally, we take in things audibly, not verbally, audibly, or, through our eyes visually, or we ingest through nutrition. You know what I mean? I feel like the music you listen to, the company you keep, the conversations you have, the TV you watch, the YouTube you watch, and I posted about that on this channel before, it means something. And so this dietary change may not only be about food or drinks or whatever, your nutrition, it might be about you just taking inventory of what you're allowing into your space. I've been disconnecting a lot from a lot of the YouTube content that I would normally watch. While people could be really entertaining, they could be funny. There's a particular person I watch. She's hilarious, but I find her energy to be very low vibrational. And it's only because she talks a lot about problems and, a lot of it is like race related. And while I get it, I understand. To stay stuck in that every day, all day, it's just like, I can't, because that's limiting. And so there's something here about you removing yourself from anything that's limiting you in the month of September. Let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna get more cards. I'm gonna look back at your love life. I'm gonna use the second deck here. So this is gonna be pretty lengthy reading. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. Your steps are ordered. You can also be seeing that synchronicity. Something could be happening over the next 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. What's going on with the free will here? You got the 10 of Cups. Okay. Pisces, Mars. That's emotional fulfillment, wish fulfillment. Oh, look at the Devil, free will, with the 7 of Swords and the Knight of Wands. This is going to be an interesting message. What's at the bottom of the deck? Bottom of the deck is the 6 of Wands. Some of you are being recognized, acknowledged. This is success. This is victory. This is you being on your high horse and getting a lot of attention, maybe being awarded or rewarded for some reason in the month of September. Now, you may find that you get a lot of attention once you come out of your shell, once you really do fully embrace your dark feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman. This could be why you may even have 2 people showing up here, because these are people cards. Some of you have 3. I'm seeing fire, earth, and water here. So any of these elements could be significant. When it comes to a fire sign and love, though, I feel like, or somebody that's just very passionate about you and maybe seeing you this way, you could be an Aries, Taurus, Cusper, or just have a lot of fire in your chart. There's this energy with one particular person where it's very passionate, and maybe it's a bit detached. Maybe it's like, okay, I see this person when I see them, we enjoy each other's company, but we don't have a title. It could be something like that, because the Queen of Wands is a concubine. Okay, she's sexy, she's single. She can be single, and she's free to do what she wants. So that could be the type of person that's showing up. And there may be another person who's like a good old faithful person, the Knight of Pentacles, someone you can rely on, depend on, somebody that's just super solid, maybe a bit boring, maybe a workaholic, maybe something like that. This could all be one person at the same time. And then the Knight of Cups is maybe a person that's really pouring out their heart to you, pursuing you, offering you love, wearing their heart on their sleeve, because this is about following your heart. So you can have 3 different energies, and then you also have air with Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini with the Ace of Swords. So that could be a person who's more cerebral. but at the same time, very forthcoming, a lot of integrity, honest, and maybe sometimes it does seem like they're cold because I see this ice here, and this sword is cutting through this ice, but this could be that you've cut through, you've broken through this person's exterior. That could be a bit hard. But this Six of Wands is a really nice card to get. It's pride. This could be you being proud of yourself about something. But when it comes to dietary changes, you got the Seven of Swords, you got the Devil card, you got Capricorn and Aquarius moon energy. I'm getting like some of y'all are having too many cheat days. All right, because it's sneaky energy, cheating energy, and the devil is our vices, addiction. So this could be food addiction for some of you. That is definitely showing up here. And I mean, you do have free will on the table. This is the will to do what you want to do. Sometimes it may not be the right thing, though. It's a bit of deceptive energy. So I think we talked about this a couple months ago, like promises you made to yourself at the beginning of the year, or maybe the early part of last month, or whatever. Or maybe for the month of September, just wanting to cheat, wanting to go against what you promised yourself, feeling very much like you have a vice when it comes to food. Now, understand, like I said, a dietary change does not have to be only nutrition. For some of you, there's a toxic connection or unhealthy situation, sneaky link, something that's just sexual, something like that that you could be breaking away from. Okay. Now, I could be talking to a Taurus or a couple of Tauruses here that could be married or in a connection already, but then somebody else is tempting you. I mean, you got the devil here, that's temptation, and Seven of Swords is about sneaking away, looking over your shoulder, trying to get away with something. So that could be what it is, or maybe you're dealing with a married person who could be doing this when it comes to you. Now, to make it not about love, some of you, this may be you getting a trainer in the month of September, or just putting yourself in a position where you're moving your body more. This is athleticism. So like I said, it could be somebody that's working with you. I see some of you looking at certain patterns in your family. Okay. This could be that you want to stick around for your family. So you're making changes to your diet and so forth and so on, whichever kind of way, so that you have this emotional fulfillment, maybe learning how to be content without overdoing it. But I definitely see somebody working out more, moving their body. But like I said, this could also be temptation that's showing up here. So some of you may need to really look at that. All right. Got Sagittarius energy. And like I said, Pisces, Mars. Let me move these cards up here. Now let's just move on to a general reading and see what you need to hear. 3 cards. Somebody might have to do something here to control their ego or their pride this month. All right, so you have create intentional solitude, number 25. That number could be significant. You have 39, protect your boundaries. 39 could be significant. Let me get 1 or 2 more. We have your life purpose showing up in the month of September. Nice. Your life purpose is Scorpio energy, the Judgment card. So you can have an inner calling this month. Some of you are blocking out distractions and focusing on your life purpose, your goals. This Ace of Swords can be a bright idea. Okay. So an advancement maybe in your career, maybe after doing something for a long time. Maybe your heart may not be in it anymore, and you could be getting a breakthrough about what it is you're supposed to be doing. I think we've been talking about that a lot. So we have always settled for more. Maybe in relation to love here. All this green, heart chakra energy. You got the red, which is the root chakra. And then there's yellow energy. Yellow and orange. So that's like sacral and solar plexus. You got a lot going on here. So that's what your first, second, third, and fourth chakras are being highlighted here. So Spirit is telling you you have 2 4s as well. 4s are about stabilizing. So you have a message here to settle for more, meaning keep your expectations high, keep your standards high, maintainable but high. You know what I mean? Like, don't settle for anything less than you deserve. And I feel like it's in the areas of love, your stability, your earthly matters, your money, your confidence. Not letting anybody shake that. That's why you got this Queen of Wands here. All right, so we have practice curiosity, number 4. And kindness. You got a lot of 4s. You could be saying a lot of 4s here. You could be saying a lot of fours. This month, you're going to find yourself curious about something. You're going to ask questions. I don't know to whom, but you're going to be seeking some kind of insight. And when you seek this insight, there's going to be a person that's going to help you out. It could be an air sign, namely an Aquarius. You may already know this person, but a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, namely an Aquarius, that's going to be very instrumental. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio as well. And it could be something about love here. Some of you could just be ready to open up your heart to love again. Look at these hands open with this heart. This could be somebody offering you their heart. Like I said, the Knight of Cups is here. So let's see what these cards are telling us. And then I am going to close it out with the third deck here, or second tarot deck rather. So let's see what is going on with creating intentional solitude. You got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this may be why the heart is opening up, maybe towards the end of the month. For some of you, the 4th of tomorrow, the 4th of September could be significant. All right, so the Queen of Cups showing up in reverse does talk about repressed emotions. She is someone who does have trust issues. You know, this can talk about also self-sacrificing, giving too much of yourself, maybe not demanding reciprocity, showing up for people too easily where they don't show up for you. Now, this solitude could be that in the month of September, you're choosing to be a little bit detached, okay, emotionally. This doesn't necessarily feel bad to me, although the Queen of Cups in reverse is like, can be neglectful energy. So I will say on the more cautionary side, Spirit could be telling you here, if you are a mother, if you are a parent, to make sure that you're not isolating and projecting some things onto your children. Some of you could be taking a really good, long, hard look at your own mommy wounds, things of that nature. That could be the good news, that you're going to be healing that, going quiet and really just figuring out what it is that makes you tick, you know, which is not a bad thing at all. That's why I said it doesn't feel bad to me, but it can be vain and fickle energy, insecurity, neglectful energy, promiscuity. Okay, so like say for instance somebody is messing with a married man or something like that. This month you might be detaching from them, or a married woman. Okay, what's going on with protect your boundaries? So you're setting boundaries, your standards are high because you're settling for more. You got the Chariot card. Yeah, you're willing to walk away from anything that is blocking you from progressing. The Chariot is going to trample over anything in its path because it's an unstoppable force. So this level of determination, this could also be you putting distance between you and another person in the month of September, and you're sticking to it. Cancer energy. It's like you're charging ahead. You're moving forward. You understand that you're the only one that can really block you. Nobody can stop you. This is a can-do attitude. So, I mean, for some of you, maybe this is actually setting boundaries with a person that you haven't done it with before. It's like you're standing up for yourself. You know, you see the Charioteer, he's standing, and they're in motion. Because sometimes these are lions here. Sometimes they're sphinxes, other times they are horses. But they're in motion and they're moving quickly. This is the fastest card in the tarot deck. So this could be you putting space between you and another person, moving away from another person, and you're sticking to that. It could be a Cancer, or you just have Cancer in your chart. Or maybe some of you, something happened in Cancer season. What's your life purpose? The month of September, you have the 10 of Swords. Gemini energy. Somebody could be a grief counselor. Some of you are working through grief. You're healing. You're accepting something that was painful, or whatever was painful is a catalyst for your growth. The Chariot is a catalyst. It's a stepping stone. Excuse me, goodness. So there could be something, even though we're looking at the month of September, this could be actually bleeding over into Scorpio season. So anywhere between now and Scorpio season. I told y'all when like harvest time, I feel like something is happening for you. You know, harvest time is just about September the 21st, 22nd, somewhere in there, as we're shifting into the fall. Yeah, so I mean that's not too far away from now. That is September, but I do feel like there's something here. You know, this could even be maybe your detaching from something, though. Whatever this is painful. The 10 of Swords can talk about feeling humiliated, but you know the universe will use people. God will use people What is that saying? I can't think of it. It's a biblical, I think it's a Bible verse about, using your enemies as your footstool. That's what I'm getting here. So maybe it's a Gemini. Y'all keep getting this Gemini energy, or you could be on a Taurus Gemini cusp. But this Ten of Swords can talk about feeling defeated, being at a rock bottom, a dead end, maybe even working a dead end job. And if that is indeed the case, there's nowhere else to go but up once you get to the Ten of Swords. There's no more painful situation that could happen. The worst has already happened. And so only thing you can do is pick up the pieces and get back on your feet. So your life purpose may come in the month of September after you've been through something that's been really painful. Because this is a painful ending, usually an abrupt ending, a betrayal, being stabbed in the back. But just know that it's just a catalyst. All right, so what's going on with always settle for more? Look at you. The Empress. Taurus, Libra energy, being in receptive mode. This is unconditional love as well. A lot of the same colors. Y'all see that? What is wrong with me? Her dress is green. You see all the green here, heart chakra. She is the heart chakra. You see the red here, right? Which is more Aries energy, but to me, it's also Saturnian energy, the root chakra. So this could be something in the way of your finances showing up here. More money. She's living in the lap of luxury. She represents abundance, opulence, manifestation, being rich. But she's in receptive mode. Open your hands and let the blessings flow in is what Spirit is saying. But you see the yellow, you see the orange. All of the same colors are here. That is really interesting to me. That's very interesting. So it's very much giving high vibrational, high value, class act, being in a vibration to magnetize things to you. The Empress is also about our skin, our beauty. Somebody could be deciding to just pamper themselves and nurture themselves more, take better care of their body, their skin, their hair. I see you focusing a lot with the Queen of Wands and the Empress on your aesthetics. And this makes you very magnetic. So your cards look really, really good. They look really good for the month of September. You got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Some of y'all got some maybe really passionate love making between you and another person. I was about to say something. Sometimes I get too comfortable, y'all. My mouth be about to tell stuff that I just need to be quiet about. So I'm gonna be quiet. But yeah, a lot of chemistry between you and another person. Leo, Jupiter energy. Something is progressing between you and this King of Wands energy. Could be a fire sign. This is Leo, Jupiter. You got Aries, Mars here as well. Both of these are Aries, Mars bookends. So Aries, Mars energy is about action, passion, intense, attraction and passion and action. So very charged up, very fired up energy. This is about progress, potential, a promising connection possibly between you and another person. And this for me can represent like maybe just getting to know someone. So like I said, maybe you haven't met this person yet. Or some of you, you might even meet this person the next 2 days. The wands are the summer and they do represent days, the very near future. So this feels like something coming in hot between you and another person. Some of you have already been intimate with this person and things are progressing here with the Two of Wands. This is somebody that could be making really long-term plans with you because the King of Wands is somebody that sees you in their future. They are passionate about you and they have long-term intentions. Playing for keeps, okay? I like it. I like it a lot. So let's just clarify here what's going on with the love. I feel like the love is great in September. The Nine of Wands in reverse. I feel like stress is being relieved. Some of y'all are getting this monkey off your back. If you haven't been intimate with your person or seen your person, I definitely feel like a lot of intimacy. And it is like making love. The Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles is love making. Okay, but it's like it's going to be intense, especially if it has not happened in a while. I feel like you both need this healing. Y'all need to heal each other. Sagittarius moon energy. It's like this feeling is sexual tension, but not in a bad way. It's like when you got that anticipation and you can't wait to see your person. Even if you see them on a daily basis, maybe y'all just been two ships passing in the night. I feel like this Nine of Wands is both of you letting your guards down and just like falling and relaxing into each other. And I feel like it will be very passionate. I feel like it's something that's going to relieve some stress. You may even wear each other out because this is worn out energy. So the Nine of Wands in reverse is definitely not giving me anything negative. I could look at this as negative, but only thing I will say for some of you, you may, if this is new, you may be trying to fight it, because the Nine of Wands is closed-mindedness in reverse. It is reluctancy. So maybe you're like, I don't know if I should give in. I feel like you're going to give in. Number one, it could be the way this person talks to you. I like me a talker. If you can't talk to me, I don't want you. You got to know how to talk, especially in the bedroom. So yeah, I mean, y'all could be, this could be a person whose voice is very soothing for you. The Ace of Swords is like your voice, communication, talking. So it's like when you hear this person's voice, you just light up in the month of September. Yeah, I'm kind of going through this, y'all. It's crazy how you can like ebb and flow in relationships, and you can go through like being so crazy in love, and then, you know, everything kind of levels out. This is like a crazy in love energy. Maybe something happening tomorrow. Ace of Swords is clarifying the Ace of Swords. Beyonce's birthday is tomorrow, and that's her song, Crazy in Love. Yeah, some of you, this is maybe somebody becoming crystal clear that you are the one for them. Some of you, this is somebody breaking no contact. Okay, that can't fight it anymore. They're giving in and they're reaching out. Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini energy. All right, so when it comes to your dietary change, what's the message with that? You got the King of Cups. This could be a doctor's orders. He does represent a doctor. And then you got the Five of Wands. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, so because this is talking about dietary changes, like I said, the King of Cups can be somebody giving you advice. It can be a medical professional, somebody in the care industry. But with the Five of Wands here, bottom of the deck, you have the Hangman, Pisces energy. So I want to say some of you could be waiting for test results or something if you haven't been feeling well. The month of September, you may get doctor's orders about something here that you need to balance out, something that you need to sacrifice, that you need to surrender, okay? With the Hangman being at the bottom of the deck. So the Hangman, when it comes to your health, it does talk about drugs, all kind of drugs, issues with drugs, drug addiction, drug poisoning, or medication, maybe taking too much medication or either a lack of medication. This could be some changes with the Five of Wands being here. Fives do represent change, doctor changing medications for some of you. It can also suggest something about sleep disorders, asphyxiation, hypnosis, memory problems, insanity, nervous breakdown, delusion, schizophrenia, insanity, multiple personality disorder, and antisocial behavior. I mean, you do have this card here about you being kind of like separate from something or someone, intentional solitude. However, I want to say that for some of you, there could just be simply changes that you need to make to your diet that are going to benefit you in a way that's holistic, you know, almost in a medicinal way. You know, food is medicine. Food is either poison or medicine. That is very much the truth. All right. So the King of Cups is maybe issues with your stomach, your digestive system, maybe belly fat or things that you inherit, maybe even from like a father. But it talks about lifestyle habits that you learned at an early age. So like I said, some of you with the Ten of Cups coming out there, that could be your family. I said that. Maybe some things that run in your family that are not the healthiest with the devil here, but it's like what you're used to. So you could be making changes, breaking a habit. You know, sometimes people were like the first one to stop eating fried foods, eating so much sugar, eating pork. Oh my God. It just went off another time, y'all, when I had y'all pause. I don't know what's going on. I truly don't. Sorry about that, y'all. But, so it could be things like that you need to be mindful of. And the last one is the Five of Wands. And that can have something to do with your spine or your back. Chronic fatigue. And you do have chronic fatigue here with the Nine of Wands in reverse. So unhealthy weight loss and anxiety as well. So make sure you're not like ODing on diet pills or trying to take like shortcuts or whatever. I feel like this is a need for you to be very even-keeled and balanced and logical and sensible. You know what I mean? He is a moderator. He is somebody that is about diplomacy and civility. So maybe this is just you maybe being very gentle with yourself. Working with a doctor, though, I do feel like this is medical advice. And like I said, there could be changes to either your lifestyle, your food, or some kind of medicine. Okay. Now, when it comes to this last section here with the life purpose and all of this stuff here, the month of September, you feel really good to me. You feel very confident. The only thing I really want to look at here, because I've explained everything else. I mean, we can look at your life purpose because some of you may not know what your life purpose is. It's definitely to be rich and successful. Yeah. This is all about being rich and successful. This is like a cornucopia of blessings. The land of milk and honey. That's what you are created for. You're the empress. But it's all about you opening your hands and being in a receptive mode. And you see the sun and the rays of the sun beaming right now and bringing this happiness, this love, this success, whatever it is that you are manifesting. Some of you could even be pregnancy. All right. But definitely getting the royal treatment. I told y'all this months ago, probably like around your birthday. You deserve the royal treatment. You are a royal. Okay, so I want to look at, we'll move these out of the way. I want to look at this intentional solitude. Why are you intentionally maybe isolating yourself from a particular person? It has something to do with it being more healthy for you, okay, and protecting your boundaries. What is this? 2 cards for Taurus. Good news for them. You got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So it's in the up right here. Some of you are just in love with your career, your money, your life purpose. It's calling you. This is also work, home, life balance. So this could be, the solitude may not actually be solitude, but intentionally being very strict in the way that you're managing your relationship, your children, your home life versus your career. There's a balance here. And now the Queen of Cups is in the upright where it was in the reverse here. Some of you are healing. These cards represent healing, self-care. Some of you are isolating from a person, maybe a group of people, and you're focusing just maybe on yourself and your children or your household, even if you have a spouse. It feels like this month is a big month of healing. I feel like some of you are making strides in your business or your career as well with the Queen of Pentacles. This could also be somebody that you're going to be working one-on-one with, who's going to be beneficial to you professionally. But this card is also about being in a lap of luxury. This is Venusian energy as well. Capricorn, Venus. And then you got Cancer here. Cancer, Neptune, Cancer, Jupiter. So you got those placements in your chart, but you are healing. This is a card of healing. This is a card of healing. Your intuition could also be telling you that right now your primary focus has to be on your home-based business or your career or your stability. Very grounded energy in the month of September. I love that for you. I feel like you're learning how to be in receptive mode, not chase, but attract. Okay, so what's going on with your life purpose? For some of you, like I said, there is maybe something here about a dead-end job. The Ten of Swords can be that, or just feeling like I just can't grow. I hit a ceiling, you know, and I can't grow in this environment. So what are you doing here about that? The Six of Pentacles, gainful employment. This is some kind of windfall of abundance money. A lump sum of money could be landing in your lap. Somebody could be being very generous towards you. Taurus, moon energy, May 1st through May 10th. Could be your birthday window. Some of you been doing something for 6 years. I feel like this is balance coming to your finances. This usually talks about financial breathing room. After going through a tough time, it comes after the Five of Pentacles. We talked about this the last time, I believe. And that Five of Pentacles that comes before this does talk about maybe feeling like a victim, poverty consciousness, a lack mindset, feeling like you are in a poorhouse, taking hit after hit after hit when it rains, it pours, right? This card comes in to save the day. So this could be someone reaching out to you. Some of you, this Six of Pentacles can represent charity, donations, because, I mean, you know, it depends on your situation. I think we've talked about this before. If some of you are waiting for news about some money that might be tied up, and it could be through some kind of agency or organization or something like that. This is charitable efforts here. It's also about paying it forward. So I feel like Spirit is telling you, give what you can, even if you don't feel like you have a lot to give. Donate your time. You know, this could be what your life purpose is as well. Humanitarianism, philanthropy. Maybe some of you, your money is good. Because this is like financial stability here. It's equal give and take, reciprocity. This could also be just feeling very, maybe being welcomed into a new space professionally and feeling valued. You know, it could be something as simple as that, but it's gainful employment. What else? King of Swords in reverse. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we got the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands. I feel like in the Fool, a new beginning is coming in for you with the High Priestess. Some of you already know this. You already can feel it coming. The Fool is Aquarius energy. Some of you, there's a supervisor or something here that you don't get along with. It could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, namely an Aquarius though. That's Aquarius Mercury. This could also be that maybe you don't feel like you're in an environment where you can grow because there's a lot of backbiting, ruthlessness. Somebody could be a know-it-all. This is somebody that might be a tyrant or manipulative. The King of Swords in reverse is a narcissist. And again, he's a know-it-all. He doesn't take inventory of himself. He's just overly critical of you. So this could be a man or a woman. It is showing up as a man, most likely, a masculine energy, but it could be a man or a woman. For some of you, this is you getting self-employment here. Like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this attitude. Maybe there's a lot of gossip going on in the workplace, or you feel like somebody's irrational or they're cold, or like I said, a lot of backbiting. This is like people sitting around gossiping, malicious gossip. It's humiliation. It's rudeness. Both of these are rude energy. So air sign energy is showing up maybe as someone in your workplace that's rude. Something that could be going in your favor if you do have. It could be a legal situation for some of you. But the Fool is a new beginning. So like I said, this rock bottom just leads you to spread your wings, try something new. This is a quantum leap. You're going to be jumping timelines in the month of September. And this is an initiation. So this could be that you're embracing a new job. You're very carefree and spontaneous. You're going to be doing something out of your comfort zone. What was the card? Free will. Yeah. That's the Fool is all about free will. It's eccentric energy. It's future focused energy. It's forward thinking energy. It's somebody that is expressing themselves, their genius, rebelling. It's freedom. It's innovation. So I do feel like a lot of you, maybe there's some level of anxiety here about quitting. That could be what it is. Some of you just need to take a look, or you will be taking a look. Oh my God. Why? The thing that's so crazy is that it's still showing that it's powered on. It's not like it's, I don't know what's going on with this thing. It is so weird. But this anxiety, this worry maybe about quitting. Because sometimes this could be where you're so burned out that you're just like, I cannot do this. Some of you work the night shift or something, and you could be or maybe a physical job where you do a lot of heavy lifting or something like that. And you're like, I can't keep doing this. Maybe it's because of your age. Maybe you're getting to the point where you're like, I'm too old to be doing this. Now, like I said, some of you are dealing with somebody that's abusing their power. They're too controlling. They are critical, overly critical. And it's like you can't please this supervisor because this is an authority figure. Some of you could do something in law enforcement as well. Yeah, but I do feel like you're ready to drop these burdens here. This could even be maybe for some of you working multiple jobs to try to stay afloat, but then actually being able to find gainful employment where all you need is the one job. Because like they say, 2 jobs are for 2 people. You know what I mean? Or like I said, this may just simply be that you're working at night, or you're doing heavy lifting, you're working outside in the elements, or wherever you work, you just don't feel like you want to be there anymore. So you will be finding some kind of solution to that. Something's going to give you financial breathing room. All right. So was that all I wanted to look at? Yeah, I think that's about it. Practice curiosity and kindness. I feel like also be very patient with yourself in the month of September. You're going to be learning something new that you're curious about. Oh my God, why? Now this is insane. I'm going to go get me a ring light. As soon as I finish doing these readings, I'm going to get me a new one because this one is temperamental. Yeah, but I do feel like there's something here about you being very okay with not knowing something in the month of September, being open to it, being very open-minded, and just being kind to yourself and understanding that it's a learning curve. So something could be a learning curve for you. It feels like it may have a lot to do with work, though. Some of you could be reading books here. It could be self-help books, something like that. I definitely see your beauty regimen here, nurturing yourself, really taking very good care of yourself, and maybe even someone else being there for you in a romantic sense, or just somebody that wants to be generous towards you. That's what I see for you. This was long. Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you all next time. Peace, Taurus.